Because we are about to have lots of insanity. Keep music is still playing in the Nightmare Realm. There we go.
Yeah, just give it a minute.
I know, I just couldn't help but making a nice little joke.
I wonder whose dream will be it tonight.
Yep, just give me one moment. As usual, my computer is being a butt to me.
It would not be D&D if there weren't technical difficulties.
Yep. Yeah, so all the technical difficulties are being worked out. My 1 sec was just to turn on a light, so. So, yeah.
Come on, you. That should be a category for next poll. The top difficult moments.
Top technical difficulties moment.
Yep.
Sorry, Vangus, I think the number one would be the dream sequence. Dream sequence technical difficulties, because it's repeatedly happened here a lot.
Yeah, it does, and I don't know why. Sorry it's taking a while, guys.
No problem, no problem.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. There we go.
Oh wow! Argument gets his first actual dream.
No, it's not my first one. I've had one before with the elders, so this is my second dream ever.
Yep. So you feel like the cold in the air, the dread feeling on your skin as you awaken into the dreamscape. Only this time it feels still and naked, as you no longer feel a protective shield around you like a blanket.
So this must be what Evelyn was talking about when this happened before. It's going to, and correct me if I'm wrong, I see all that's currently in light, right?
Yes.
So Arwen will cautiously begin approaching. So as soon as he gets here, he'll speak. Hello? Is there anyone here?
You see a woman coming out of the shadows. Hello.
Hello?
What are you doing here?
You know, honestly, I have no idea. But I just found this place like it seems to be that a lot of my group ends up being pulled into the dreamscape.
The dreamscape? Is that what you think this place is?
Best way to describe it is that's to my knowledge what this place is.
So you are lost.
You could say that I am lost, yet I am also found. Sharp yet dull.
Ah. So you are someone who is very bold, and yet wise. That is rare these days.
For me, I would not consider myself wise. There are always people better than you at something. It's just that some people never meet those that are better than them.
But who's to say who's better and who's not? Are you better than your fellow men? Or do you raise your head just to meet them?
I try to meet people on equal ground, as best as I can.
To meet them? Face them? To be like them?
Be like them? No. To be like them would be to become them. Which, if the whole world was the same person, there would be no such thing as free will.
What is free will to you?
Doing what you feel is right.
Is it right by you or right by the world?
That depends on your outlook. To others, it could be villainous or heroic, or just plain selfish. But we sadly have not been introduced. I am Ogren. And you are?
Shar.
I have to repeat that again because I didn't Because you cut out part of it.
Shar.
Char. Okay. Char. An interesting name. Oh, Char. I heard Char, so Char. But comment still stands interesting name.
Same as Ogman. Are you proud of your name, Ogman?
My name, in all honesty, could be many different things to others. It could be a symbol of hope, a symbol of despair. It all comes down to the others' perceptions of good, evil, hope, despair. So, I'd rather just let me be me. My name to me is just who I am.
A very noble and yet sad cause. Are you willing to give up everything just so you can be yourself?
That is a difficult situation to question, because the definition of oneself is constantly shifting.
Indeed. One moment you can have the values of the noblest of heroes. When it's split second, it can change.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself being the same?
No. I always see myself constantly changing every second of every day.
But what do you change though? Certainly not your appearance, but your friends, your loved ones, even your own name and identity.
No. You change. You may look the same. You could change yourself as well, but the thing of you that will always change is your thought process, how long you've lived for every second. Your thought process, your actions, everything can change within one split second.
What happens to those thoughts afterwards? They become
They can
lost in the drowning sea of what was once your identity.
People's identity, I feel, is always what they see in the now.
Does that mean you look back? Regret any of the choices you made in the past? Like what would have happened if you just followed your father? Or tried to hold on to your dear friend who, if I'm reading your eyes correctly, was a partner in destiny?
Yes, but following my father, looking back now with my current knowledge, I would not have been happy. And even then, if I tried to hold on to my friend, I would have never been able to keep the promise I made to him. The real regret, though, is that for me, I actually do regret being forced to kill my own father. I would have liked to be able to hopefully reason with him, have him as someone that we could have used for even more peaceful negotiations, but what can you do?
Now he's gone, and you take up not only his name, but his crown as well. In the end, will Ogmen live to see the last lights of day, or would he be shadow of the regrets and the figures he had to cut down in the past?
Only time will tell.
with those words and Char's icy stare staring back at you. You wake up.
Out of character. Sound, I know. Let me explain. I know she was trying to do the guilt tripping thing, but it was a case of. Again, hopefully I handled it well.
You handled it better than me. You handled it 100% better than me. It was just, I thought, okay, this is going to be round 2 of the Goddess of Pain, I swear. But no, it's the Goddess of the Lost. Huh.
Okay, now I find it funny, because one of my first comments... No, I find it funny, because one of my first comments was, I am lost, yet I am found.
Oh gosh.
Continuing on, though, so I will let everyone else do their breakup stuff. As I'll do mine in the sidebar.
I just did mine in the sidebar. And this time, Nephrite will go door to door of everybody just knocking and saying, breakfast! Breakfast! Breakfast!
I'm in.
Breakfast!
Yep. You see Big stretching and all that, and she's going, good luck waking Perry up.
Oh. This is gonna be fun. And she's gonna wake up Perry and Holnir in just one fell swoop. As loud as she possibly can in Dwarvish. Oi! Wake up, you two gumshoes! It's time for breakfast!
Oh, here, does he wake up?
Hold on, the dog wants out.
Okay, go take care of the puppers.
Yep. Either way, Peridot wakes up and he's scratching his head a bit, looking at you, Nephrite, going, now, where'd you learn that tone, lass?
I learned it from you. And Argonite.
Ooh,
As-
sass back.
As he passes you, she gives you a hard whack on the back as a pat. We're heading downstairs.
And I'm gonna take it possibly Holnir does wake up whenever Jovial gets back. And Nephrite will head downstairs for breakfast. Wait, nope. She invited them. She needs to be a hospitable host. They'll go up to the 3rd floor, because I forgot where the staircase was. Oh, way back there. And goes to the door to wake up Alicia's family and just says, good morning, time for breakfast.
You see the youngest sister pop up going, breakfast? Someone say breakfast?
I did.
Oh no. Soundwave? Prepare for a tsunami of little kids. Oh, kid
They're
life.
gnomes.
They're
They're
gnomes.
gnomes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Alish. I just wanted to come wake up your family since it was pretty much my idea to let them stay overnight.
You see the oldest sister come up and says, "Thank you. And thank you for actually letting us use the beds. Quite honestly, it's been a pain in the back sleeping underneath the beds for a couple of days."
It was no trouble at all. But I believe I will ask downstairs so I can get a proper lineup for who's technically the oldest and who's technically the youngest. But I believe the youngest sister, if I'm making that assumption correctly, popped up and went to rush down to breakfast.
Yep. And you see the other three siblings roll their eyes and going, just hope you have lots of food. She eats a lot.
Thankfully, 3 people in the house are really good cooks. If you would like, you can follow me on a leash downstairs.
Alright, sure. No problem. And just going to, yep. Zoom everyone up.
Hey, Cat. If I may ask, can I roll perception to see how many of the cookies I was saving in the
Kitchen.
No. Yep.
Yep, you can roll. I actually will roll investigation.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Normal check. Yep, and... Oh. Who knows?
Actually, roll that again, please, since you're familiar with this kitchen.
Oh, so do I get advantage?
Yeah,
There's
this will,
rolls,
yep,
so
this will
technically
be
yes.
Yep, this will be considered an advantage roll. So just roll
Okay.
again, normal.
Sorry.
We'll take the highest number.
Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know. Okay. Better.
You're able to find your cookie jar, and you see a little more than half of them gone.
Ah!
We can get you more cookies.
Oh, I know that. I was just saving them for you guys. And
Elise looks at his siblings and says, "Dear siblings, this is my new companion, Uba," as he shows them flying monkey.
You see a number of their eyes lighting up, especially Mirgras. And she's going, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute."
he's also a mischief maker.
That's the whole point of monkeys. What do you expect? And Upright will walk to the kitchen while also giving Uba a scratch on the head to try and help out in the kitchen. the flip flop with that.
Polnier in the kitchen?
He's not even there.
I know, I screwed up that sentence. Whatever.
Polnier can be heard murmuring in Kazalek as he is plotting. As his plotting footsteps can be heard coming down the steps.
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted with the dog.
It's
I screwed up.
okay.
It's alright, it's alright.
But you get what I'm trying to do.
Yep, you're trying to come down the steps and go to the kitchen. And I'm gonna help bring out the food. I ain't touching no utensils because I have no proficiency with cooking utensils.
Morning, Honio. Still sleepy?
Hold here.
How's it-
I have some Irish coffee for you. Have a sip.
Yep. And you see
Better?
the hooded guy
Watch.
walking up said, "Did I hear you say coffee?"
A fellow coffee drinker. Alish, I like this wine. But yes, we do have plenty of coffee. Do you prefer half and half, hazelnut, vanilla, caramel,
You wouldn't happen
Irish, German?
you wouldn't happen to have dark roast, would you?
I believe we do. Give me a moment, and do I need to roll investigation to find dark roast?
No. Your mom basically knows where dark roast is.
Thank you. And Lisa, coffee with sugar, please. How much?
Pinch of salt. No.
Yeah.
Pinch
Yeah.
of salt gets rid of bitterness.
Hey, Gander, who puts salt in coffee?
A lot of people, actually.
It gets rid of the bitterness
Huh. Never knew
without
that.
having to use it so much sugar. If anything, it's kind of what if those who those who are diabetic.
Oh,
Ew.
that's...
And as for me, I love sugar in coffee. I will put nearly half a pack of sugar just in coffee alone.
Dang.
I do not like coffee. Too bitter.
Yeah, same.
Hey, listen.
Bye. But so dark roast for the brother. Nephrite is getting her coffee with caramel, along with Alicia's coffee with sugar. I'll be right back to help out and bring out any food that's already prepared. And she is walking out to give Alicia his coffee while also hanging on to hers.
Morning, Nephite.
Morning, Quinn.
You need help carrying out the food?
I think I'll have more than enough hands helping.
Alright.
Welcome, Alicia. Biggs, Perry, do you want anything to drink before I go back in?
Pardon?
Biggs, Perry, do you want anything to drink before I go back into the kitchen?
I would like a coffee myself, but is it possible to have a shot of caramel in it?
One coffee with a shot of caramel. Perry?
Barosta.
Harry, please, can you just go one morning without alcohol, please? For me?
What is it? Peridot is the dwarf, right?
Yes.
You hear Holnir from the kitchen. Blasphemy!
Oh boy.
And again, in Dwarvish, he drinks nearly 20 kegs a day! I need you to kick back!
Maka da dolly!
This is you! I need. What was the drink that Peridot wanted again?
A mimosa.
Okay. Volnir, this is you. I need a mimosa. The strongest way you can make it, because apparently you and Peridot are the biggest alcoholics I know. And that's saying something about Argonite.
On mimosa, dolly style.
I'll be back. Anybody else want something to drink? Aside from Quinn, you are getting juice.
I was gonna ask if you had any orange juice. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry, jumping the gun. It's just a lot of us drink a lot of coffee. And I remember the one time you tried to drink my coffee.
Oh, trust me, I learned my lesson. Too bitter. Yuck.
Thank you. You want some water, Ogman? So, coffee with a shot of caramel, a dolly mimosa, water, orange juice, and okay, how do you pronounce the brother's name?
This one is Zoni.
Sony or Zoni?
Zoni.
Or Shoni.
Zoni. Okay. I'll be right back with the drinks. Well, as much as I can carry. Olnir, you are taking Peridot his drink because you two have fun. Again, I choose not to drink because I like working in a functioning body.
You see him mixing together a concoction. Yes, I know what a mimosa. I know what a mimosa is. It's champagne and orange juice, but this is a little different.
This is a dwarven mimosa.
Just chaos.
I have a feeling I have a feeling if anyone else drank it, they would probably be knocked out.
Reach it. You can hear the clatter, some clattering as Holnir reaches into a pouch upon his bag before pulling out a big tankard.
What?
Perfect.
I'm not questioning him anymore.
Same.
No, let me help.
It's
And
Pinkie Pie, no question it.
Ogman's gonna take 2 drinks out. Doesn't really matter who's, except the one he's not gonna take is his, as he's gonna help serve everyone at the table.
We got 3 waiters just grabbing everybody's drinks, and whenever the food is ready, we'll come back and grab the rest of breakfast.
Yeah. So.
You
In
hear
the
a
meantime,
bump
you
from
see Peridot and Biggs admiring the new keep, and the 3 gnomes playing with Uba.
pop can be heard from where Holnir is as he opens the champagne cork into his hand. Don't want it to go everywhere, do we?
No. You know what? I'm not gonna question. I keep on saying I'm not gonna question. I'm legit not gonna question.
Do you want a champagne cork to break a window or something?
No, I especially don't want hitting somebody on the back of the head. That stuff hurts.
So
Wait,
that's
is
why.
that the-
Remember, he's tanky. He can pop a cork into his hand.
But continuing on, he'll then. No problem. Delivery of
So,
Done. Lovely.
so Leech, I'm curious. What are your other siblings like?
Nephrite just sticks around to hear this story as well, because out of character, Dragon did tell Nephrite about some of his siblings outside of the campaign. Well, outside the session. But she didn't hear all of them.
There are differences amongst them, but it can be difficult to tell the difference for anyone that's not familiar with them.
I can imagine they probably put angst on other people who don't know them, such as those that can't tell them apart.
It kind of depends, but yes, gnomes are rather fond of pranks.
Yep, and no one is better at pranks than our Clefin here. Still though, it's really interesting that this cute little guy she pets Uba came from you, Leash. Yeah, he's way too fun to be, someone coming from someone who just sits, reads, and doesn't smile at all.
I am
Maybe it's
glad that Uba chose me to when I called.
Pardon?
I am
That's
glad
my mom.
He was saying he's glad that Uba chose him when he called.
He's an interesting little fella. But still though, why would you have yourself a familiar leash?
He helps me interact with other people when I have problems doing so.
So he's your stand-in, then.
Yes.
Alright, so instead of, when we have our next family gathering, we'll fight Uba instead of Elise then.
Considering that he needs to stay near me, that won't really work.
All joking aside, we are glad you are a light Elise, but we're still angry that you never, after how many months, you never talked to us or let us know you were alright.
I mean, there's only so much I can do.
Writing
Like
a
I can
letter.
call.
Writing a letter would be easy, or coming to visit when we heard that you were in Nagilia. We were right next door, and you couldn't be bothered with us.
How to put this? My group and I are fighting a war to save the world.
Will you stop using your soldier persona as an excuse to not come and visit your family once in a while?
I'm going to speak up on this point, Tom, and I mean no offense to you, Elise, but this is actually not a case of it being fake. This is actually a case of all of the world could end or not if we don't do anything. So I think it's time I spoke up because, like with Nephrite, I got a little visitor last night.
Wait, what?
Armin's going to pull out the secondary blank journal and rip out a page and write down the name of the. Give me a moment, I'm scrolling up to see it. Where are you? And he writes Shar on it before putting it on the center of the table.
Sure.
I'm guessing that's going to be a religion check from Nephrite and Cortana.
Yep.
Advantage since we actually do have that knowledge all the way back from season 1.
Yep.
Not sure if Elise would have advantage.
Mark,
Yep, I got it.
Well, Nephi has more knowledge about this than Cortana. Cortana just remembers the name and her experiences with her in the dream realm, while Nephi will know more of her in a religious standpoint.
I do know of her. And I know what she is known for.
Do you mind if I speak up before you tell me what she's known for?
Go ahead.
Because her and I just had a simple and, quite frankly, pleasant conversation.
Nephri's taken aback. Like that cycle should have just said, okay, Nephri's taken aback. Okay, I'm jealous.
What kind of conversation?
Ogman summarizes the conversation without saying the goddess's true name for obvious reasons.
Thank you.
Yep. And suddenly Biggs is going, wait. Essentially, a goddess visits you in your sleep.
Oh, that's nothing new for us.
What? She looks to Nephi.
Nephri nods.
I don't know if you guys are lucky or cursed at this point.
That's complicated to explain.
Hey, Crystal Forge is here to help, not interrogate. That's what politicians do.
But, yeah. That's what happened for me. Also, before you ask, I did contact Trellis that will hopefully be meeting the Queen today, so...
Okay.
Do you mind if we visited the Queen too with you? Just to get some points across with Nemion and the Crystal Forge.
That would actually be really beneficial, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yet meanwhile, the gnome siblings are going, Goddess, Queen, Ward. Okay, Elise, what are you guys up to?
Do you want
Did
the
I
short
miss-
version or the long version?
Did I miss anything?
The
Not
cliff,
much, just some RP.
the Cliff Note version.
Cliff Note version, we have a rogue deity trying to destroy all life as we know it, as well as the self. We have a cult that worships the deity. We have a liberation of rogue dragons trying to wipe out all non-dragon races. We have the racist king that we're dealing with. And what else am I missing in that right, or is that all?
Yeah, you pretty much got it on the bullseye.
Yeah, that's it then.
And Elise is trying his best not to involve any other people who... He's trying not to involve any innocents within this.
Oh no, definitely. I did forget one thing. We're also on a time limit as well because of certain parties that we shall not name because we all hate them.
Alij will look at his siblings and say, I would ask you to go back to Highmore and tell everyone that if anyone outside of the community is seen approaching, to fade into the forest. The king has been known to absolutely destroy towns, killing everyone in it. We cannot take any more chances with any more lives.
Are you just saying that because you're genuinely worried? Or so that we don't get in your way again?
Why would you think that you were in the way? If you're able to help, it's appreciated. But I do worry about you. I care about our community as best I can. The majority of the people that are in our hometown are not geared toward conflict. And I do not want to see them forced into a situation where they have to do conflicts.
Alicia, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't think this conflict is understating it. I think that's too much of an understatement. To put it simply, the king went for a full genocide of a town. And that's me putting it bluntly.
What?
He wasn't trying to do it bluntly. That's why he was saying conflict, Ogman.
It's better to be blunt about things sometimes.
Yep, you see the eyes of the gnome siblings as well as Peridot and Bix open wide. Wait, what? A genocide?
We have heard that at least one town has been utterly decimated, razed to the ground, and if it wasn't for the kindness of some of those that were involved, none of the people that were in there would have escaped.
All because they were trying to help tieflings.
And the king is against anyone that is not human. And I do mean anyone.
Which means the half-elves are on the chopping block as well.
Well, what about us? Surely the king
You would
knows
not-
that we're peaceful farmers at most.
King,
No,
I mean,
right.
the people of that town were simple tradesmen, and
They were just villagers.
Yeah.
Tam was a small town. Just
Yes.
a small little village of peaceful villagers. Farmers, if anything.
So yeah, you guys, the fact that you're gnomes would put you on his elimination list. The fact that you are children would not deter him. Or those that are
Children,
loyal to
most of us are older than you.
Well, I mean, not just you, but any of the other children that are in the town would not be spared.
So what do you propose we do? We just run and hide like a frightened animal?
Or learn to fight.
Alicia, I'd hate to recommend this idea, just because of how much of a trip it would be for them. If possible, could you have your family move to Mirrorwood? If even your entire community there.
I don't know if they would be any more safe than Mirrorwood, because once the king learns that that town is back in establishment.
The only reason I'm recommending it is because strength in numbers. You know the numbers I'm talking about.
The gnomes are not a small amount of people, but they are for the most part peace-loving. So, I mean, it would be their decision. A lot of them have spent many human generations in Highmore, would be very reluctant to leave for any reason.
That's highly understandable.
Agreed. There's only just a small recommendation because, again, you know why.
Big, orc fella, what's your name?
Augman.
Ogman? One question. Why are you asking him what our opinion should be? Do we not have a voice on this in this conversation?
You do, it just Alicia knows the community better, so I thought I'd ask him. I apologize.
Knows the community better. He's hardly there.
Understandable. And again, another thing is I've known him longer, so it's a case of... So, again, my apologies. But would it be a bad idea from you, or no?
I wouldn't say it would be impossible, but just to leave without just your word alone, it's highly impractical. I mean, we followed Leech's word of the forest possibly being attacked again when that has not happened yet. We're still prepared, but we followed one word of warning. Don't give us an atom bomb of something that might not come to be.
That is completely fair and understandable.
And now that one of the problems that the forest was having has been dealt with, it might not occur anytime soon. So the only thing I can do is say, warn the people, be very reluctant to trust strangers that come into town.
Strangers?
At least,
You mean like you?
am I truly a stranger? This is frustrating. I have dedicated as much of my life to helping the community and my family as much as possible. This is all I get? A constant reminder that I'm an outsider?
Leash.
Well, what do you expect at this point? You never once even asked how Yolanda is doing. Or Zenhini, or Archon. You're worried about mother and father, that's correct, but what about us? And the first time the plants came across, you were first in line to get out to learn about magic. You were the first one that wanted to leave. Because we do not matter anymore. We stayed and protect what is ours, while you left us. Brother, stop. Please. Leash, I am so sorry, we're all highly emotional over this. We miss you and we love you. But not hearing the same thing from you, it hurts more than you think.
All know that I don't feel emotions the same way. I can't. Never have. I probably never will. But I do care. Simply because I don't ask about every individual. For the most part, unless mom or dad says that there's a problem with any of you, I assume that things are going the way they normally go every day. So, I mean, I can try to call you with my magic, but I can't say how often or even when.
Just saying that you will would be enough.
But it would be me calling one of you to basically talk to all of you.
I think that's all they want. I'm sorry for jumping in, Elise, but how emotional they are that I think just even one of them getting a word from you at all. That's why they pulled those pranks on my family. That's surprisingly how they tracked this place down. Just to see and hear from you.
You see tears flowing through a number of the siblings' eyes as they nod. And you three gives you a small hug along the legs.
I know I dog on you a lot, Elise. And I do mean a lot. But this is the one thing I'm not going to dog on you for. I've known you for months, and I know how narrow-minded you can be. I'm the same way. But just having your family hear from you at least once, not just your parents, but your siblings as well. They need to hear from you. I may be an only child, so I can't understand sibling relationships all that much. Just witnessing all of this, They're scared more than anything, instead of just leaving a home or just moving away from someplace. They're scared of losing you. And Alicia's typey because real life.
Mm-hmm.
Elise lowers his head to hide his eyes. No, Elise. And Mother of God, I can't believe I gotta do this early. Nephite actually cups her hands under his chin to lift his face so he can look her in the eyes. You're not in the wrong for how you think. But the way that they see it, they haven't heard from you because they thought you were gone. I would be in the same position as I was if you were in my life. I don't want to lose you. Just like how we don't want to lose you. Just like how I don't want to lose you.
He kind of looks away from Nephite and says, "But I've already failed with siblings."
Says who? Look at me and tell me who says you failed your siblings. Yourself?
Yes,
That's a lie. None of us
Perfrey-
said you failed them.
Perfrey is still missing. Her fate unknown. I don't know if I can rescue her in time.
That's because we weren't given the time to find her. Now we can make that time to find her. You didn't fail anybody. You're looking at you think you failed yourself.
Euphyllia looks up, tears streaming her face. We're all worried about Priffy. But we don't want to lose you too. Everyone's still okay?
I'm okay. It's
Same.
just I looked at my PMs with Cactus, and
Tell me
I
I'm
hate
wrong.
you. I hate you. He sent me the freaking Grinch. He sent me the freaking Grinch gift of "Help me, I'm feeling." That's what I feel you're trying to do to Elise now, based off of how this conversation is going. That is what he PM'd me.
And I will vouch for that. Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
Hey, would you rather have me put that in the entire side chat?
And
Any... Oh, sorry, Kat.
anyway,